What's up, Sun Rays? Welcome back to the channel. It's Ray. If you're new here, welcome. Today I have a guest with me, and if you've been with me for a while, y'all know who this is. But if you're new here, this is my son, AJ, and he is home from college. And we decided to sit down and do a Q&A because we know a lot of you are interested in how he's doing in college and how's football going, his arm, and so forth. So I asked for you guys to put some questions down in the comment section of one of my past videos, and you did. So we're going to go over those questions today while we eat a little dinner. So AJ picked us up some hibachi. We both like hibachi in this new place. Why are you taking all of the dressings?
I ain't got none.
You do. You got two.
That ain't salad dressing.
Yes, it is.
No, it ain't. Them like some other thing. Two different things. You ain't gave me none.
It is salad dressing.
That ain't salad dressing, y'all. Smell it. Then she gonna lick my stuff.
This is salad dressing. You said you didn't want it. There's yours. This one's mine. You can have one of those. Anyway, back to what we doing, guys. Trying to nail him down to do something. So anyway, we like hibachi. They opened up a new place down the street, so he wanted to try it. So that is what we're going to be having today because it is around dinner time. And so we're going to munch while we answer some questions. So before we do that, we're going to go ahead and just say our grace. Alrighty, so he just got home from work today. So how was work?
Cool. I wasn't in the office today. I was a Ray with an individual.
Oh, okay. We'll talk. I think there is a question maybe about his job on here, so we'll talk a little bit more about his job later. But let's go ahead and dig into this real quick and see if we like it. So I got shrimp and steak combo. You got the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
If you guys are familiar with Benihana, it's similar to that, but I want to think Benihana still got these people beat. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start with the first question. And the first question for you, AJ, is, and I'm not going to say who sent it because I didn't know if everybody wanted people to know that. So I'm just going to ask him the questions. I'll put them on the bottom of the screen too, just in case you missed something I said. You'll be able to see the question at the bottom of the screen. That is sweet. I cannot do that. Both of them are sweet. Okay, AJ, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
First question. What has been the hardest thing about not playing and keeping up with your grades?
If I'm being honest, I don't really like school, personally. So, like, sports was the only thing that made me halfway do my grades, just so I could play. So then, knowing that you can't play regardless if you got straight A's was hard, because it was like, I might as well not do this. But I didn't do that. But then,
Knowing that you can't play because you got straight A's.
no, knowing if you got straight A's, you still couldn't play regardless.
Why?
Because I was hurt. Like, it didn't
Oh, but see, so some people don't know that, so you have to explain what you're
Yeah,
saying.
I tore my labrum in my shoulder, so I had surgery and everything, so I was out for the whole season. It happened first play at camp, so like basically first day we moved in. So yeah, but I mean, at first it was harder, but then like, after a while it was like you just notice you have more time. So then school pretty much was easier because I didn't have to go to everything because I was hurt. So like I go to meetings and then straight to practice. Like I have to go get taped up and like I have to do a lot of some stuff or like some workouts I have to do. So I had more time. So then that kind of made school easier, I guess. So even though I didn't really like it, it made it easier. So I actually did better with the grades than usual. Yeah, if that answers the question.
Well, that would answer it for like this year, but what about your first year?
I mean, pretty much same thing.
Because you just got redshirted your first year.
Yeah, I mean, that year was really more learning college, so you weren't really, you was coming with new experiences so often that it ain't really playing. I mean, you wanted to play, but like you was learning so much new stuff, it wasn't really like you could kind of block it out because you were just in college, happy to be away.
So what was the hardest part about not playing, I guess? That's what they asked. You talked about keeping up with your grades, how that was easier because you weren't playing. But what was the hardest part about not playing? And possibly, I guess, seeing other people play or whatever.
I mean, mentally it was hard, of course, because you want to be out there. But I mean,
You gotta,
turn into a coach on the sideline, stuff like that, give tips and just hype your teammates up.
we got to start over.
about
Why
it.
didn't you tell me I had these clips in my hair?
I ain't know.
Guys. Guys. You know what? Real life over here. I was actually trying to stretch my hair to pull it down so it'd be stretched out some for this video. Too busy trying to get it done and over with that I forgot to take these clips out of my hair. So y'all gonna have to take me like this. This is real life over here. This is what would actually be going on. This is how I'd be looking if I was eating. So we just gonna leave it as is. Oh my goodness. Okay. Number 2. How do you feel about continuing to play football after being injured and having gone through surgery? I think that's asking like,
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
okay.
I'm ready to play, honestly. It make you want to get on the field more. I ain't like, I'm one of them people, I get on the field, I don't really care. Like, I'm just throw my body out there. Like, it just, so like being scared and stuff like that, I ain't really worried about that aspect, I guess. I just know when the play go. I might hurt it again, honestly, by accident. The way I be playing, but like, you know, I'm ready to get out there. I've been sitting out for a minute.
I'm
watching
nervous.
and stuff. So, yeah. I mean, I've been working out and stuff, so I feel good. So, it should go smooth.
I'm nervous. Because once you've been injured, sometimes it's easier to be injured again. So as a mama sitting out there in them stands, I'm going to be on pins and needles.
I ain't even think about that. Just play like it never happened.
Okay. Number 3. Besides football, obviously, what other social clubs and or activities did you get involved in as a freshman and why?
So activities as in like what type of activities?
They're asking you, what kind of social clubs and or activities did you get involved in as a freshman and why?
Like school related or just lifestyle?
They're asking, they said as a freshman, so they're saying school related, college related.
Black Student Union did some events at my school, and they'd have me like perform my music at those and stuff like that, or like they'd have like kickball games or something on campus, like what's it called? Not water slide, the slip and slides, like kickball with slip and slides and stuff like that. One of my teammates set up like a music. He called it the night show because our mascot's the Knights, but then it was at night, and then it was like, what? You don't get it?
No, I do get it.
Oh.
I'm listening.
And then it had like me, him, and a few other people like perform at that, and then that was pretty cool. That was in the auditorium or the theater or whatever you want to call it. So there was a lot of people there, so that was cool. But other than that, I mean, just partying, partying, yeah. Go downtown here and there, do some stuff.
So basically, you didn't get involved in any social clubs.
Like, what do you mean by social club? All right, Black Student Union?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
because you play for them don't mean that you are part of it, that you're involved.
I'm in the group chats and stuff like that. Like, they got a flyer, I'm on the flyer. So, I mean, I'll say I'm involved. They use my name. I gotta be involved.
There's a whole lot of different clubs, though. You know what I'm saying? Math clubs, science clubs, and all kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's all the clubs.
No, okay. 4. Someone asked, do you want to pursue football more or lean more on your major for the future? And would you love to do commentary for sports as well?
Okay. Definitely probably my major. I mean, if football works out, yeah. But probably my major. I already got a plan with my major. Or like if football don't work out, like I got a plan for my major, what to do.
So what is your major? Because your major changed from when you first went to school. So
I'm a marketing major now with a minor in communications, which is like being like a sports commentator and stuff like that. So like working on ESPN, like I wouldn't want to like announce the games, like the people that be like, oh, he passed it to him. I'd be like a Stephen A. Smith type, like arguing with somebody on ESPN over who's better than who.
Oh, okay.
Like I'd be like that type of debating or dissecting the team, like a matchup and stuff like that. I feel like I'd be pretty good at that. I do that all the time with my friends. I feel like I always win the arguments.
Okay. This person also asks, do you ever think of doing social media to get your foot in the door to become more comfortable if needed?
I mean, I kind of do social media now with my music and stuff, but like I don't have like a YouTube, like, well, I have a YouTube channel, but not like this type of, I don't have content like this, but me and my friend actually was talking the other day about starting a YouTube channel, but me and my friends always talking about it. I got videos on my phone recorded, but we just ain't edited them or posted them or nothing like that. So it's always on my mind, but I just ain't really done it yet.
That's for the sports part?
No, that's just in general.
Marketing?
But then even in sports though, like, I guess not in that aspect. Like ESPN analysts, like I haven't thought about that. Like our YouTube ideas was different than that. But, I mean, that still could give me a name to make it easier to get in.
Okay. Hopefully that answered your question. Next question. What you think about this food, AJ? You like it? How do you think it stacks up to like Sapporos and
I mean, it ain't Sapporo's or nothing. But
what about that other
That's
place we
alright.
go to?
Tomo,
Tomo. How do you think it stacks up to Tomo?
I'm about to say.
Yeah.
I mean, it's edible. It's cool.
Okay. Next question. What do you miss the most about not living with your parents, and possibly one thing you regret not paying more attention to that you oh, okay, I see what they're saying. They're asking you what, okay, let's do it like this first. What do you miss most about not living with your parents?
What do I miss or what do I not miss?
What do you miss the most about not living with your parents?
The food. Home cooked meals. Not having to pay for food.
You don't
Saving
have
on
to pay
food.
for food. You get a food card.
Not having to pay for food. That ain't food. That ain't food. That food ain't real. You can eat that stuff every day. You ain't gonna make it back for the next semester.
I always told him I would cook him some meals and he can come get them and take them back, but
That's far. That's far.
it's one trip and it could be something that could last you a few days. Okay, her second question was give one thing that you regret not paying more attention to that we tried to instill in you to prepare you for adulthood that you now realize. You understand it?
Well, right now, one that I think on the top of my head, like working with my dad at his job, and like we've been talking a lot now that I'm in the business field officially, I guess. Just more money stuff and business stuff, and like investing into stuff more. Really just money management, like investing and saving and stuff like that. I've been learning and looking a lot of stuff like that up recently since working with him.
So that's the thing that you regret not paying attention to as
Yeah,
far as
when I was
managing
little,
your
I ain't-
money?
Yeah, he used to try to talk to me about it, and I ain't really care. I ain't worried. I got $20, $40 on my dresser. Like, I ain't worried about investing in that. Like, yeah. The only thing I used to pay for when I was little was food. That's all I wanted. I ain't really care about nothing else. But now, like, I'm getting older now, I want to buy other stuff other than McDonald's and that stuff.
Okay. What about me? Nothing that I tried to instill in you that you regret not listening to?
I just said the first thing that came to my head.
Okay. We'll take it. Okay. Next question. How do you feel about entering your junior year of college? And do you have plans for when you graduate?
Yeah. That's crazy. honestly. I felt I was just a freshman. Like I was just moving into college now. But yeah. But I mean, it's cool though. Like now, I mean, college kind of easier now in a way. Like people always say it gets harder as it goes on, but I feel like it gets easier because now I'm not getting like surprised by stuff. Like I kind of know what I'm going into and things like that. I'm gonna know more how to manage this, manage that, stuff like that. But what was the second part?
Do you have plans for when you graduate?
Oh yeah. Yes and no. Like I don't have any. I mean, I know what I want to do. Now I don't know if when I graduate I get another job offer that's like really good that I might take. Like I don't have anything like that set up right now. But I got like a plan like myself for a business that I want to start just for myself. And it's like a website type thing.
What's that?
It's like a music distributing business. Basically like eBay for music. Like producers or whatever can make a beat. And then, because when like artists make a song and drops it, they have to buy the beat. Like you can't just use any type of beat. So like producers can post the beats on the website and like instead of having to email the dudes all like personally and stuff like that, they can just go on that website, buy the beat through the website, like the different leases and stuff like that. Like yeah, just make it easier. It's one website out there that's similar to it, but it's only one. It's a monopoly right now. So make another one.
Okay. Alrighty. The next question. Well, let's elaborate. So you so entering your junior year of college, there's nothing that you are nervous about or excited for junior year or
I ain't really nervous about anything. I mean, I'm excited. We just got the new crib, but other than that, I ain't really nervous.
okay. You got a new crib, huh?
Yeah.
So what he's talking about is he's not going to be living on campus now. So how do you think that's going to affect your studies not living on campus, or will it?
I mean, it shouldn't really do much. It should really help because I ain't gonna have all them people around me all the time trying to. Well, I might have my roommates, but like people that's living in the house with me. But I ain't gonna have just a whole dorm. Like when I was at the dorms, it was always something to do. Like you sitting in the room, it was somebody always calling, texting, come here, come here, come here, come there. Let's do this, let's do that. So like being off campus, it'll be easier to. Cause sometimes they'll call you, I won't answer. They come banging on the door. It's like, oh my goodness. Like now it'll be easier for like not to go, I guess, cause they can be like, hey, da-da-da, and be like, I'm in the crib, I ain't trying to leave, or I'm far. Like I could say that, like even though it's like 5 minutes away, like I ain't walking distance away. Like I have to. So it'll be easier to say no to stuff like that. So I think it'll probably help, but yeah.
Okay, so living off campus, they probably want to know, how are you paying for that?
I got a job. Yeah, I got an internship.
So that goes back to that, preparing yourself for adulthood and having to pay your own bills and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I know y'all want to know how I feel about it, and I wish he was staying on campus. But he's got to spread his wings and learn how to pay bills on time, and he's got to learn to manage his time. So that means if his friends don't get him up to go to school, nobody else is coming through like getting him up. No, he's gonna have to be able to get there to class on time, take in consideration traffic and all that kind of stuff. So that's part of growing up. But yeah, I'm going to be worried for a while, I think.
I'll be high.
I know. All right, next question. What would you tell your high school junior year self? Excuse me. Hold on, let me say it again. What would you tell your high school junior year self, and what would you tell your high school freshman year self?
Ooh, freshman year is easy. Do your schoolwork and stay focused. Freshman year, I was just, I don't know what I was doing. But
Speak out, AJ.
I don't know what I was doing, but I was worried about everything else but school. Yeah, just be more focused on what you need to do. Yeah, freshman year, just stay more focused on like everything, like sports, academics, like everything. I was just going to school just like it was summer camp, honestly. Now my junior year.
Why? Why? Elaborate, because some of these people may have kids getting ready to go into freshman high school, and they want you to be able to share with them, something, hearing it from you versus their parent. Why is it important to stay focused? What did you learn?
Dig yourself a hole. You gotta have to try and get out of. And then it's easier to just start off good than start bad and have to be really good and just start off decent. Or at least decent or good, and then just keep good instead of down here having to do extra to get back to normal. But yeah. Junior year. I feel like junior year was like, that was a good year. It was good. It was a teach year. But like I was focused that year. Like that's the year I started talking to colleges and stuff for sports. So sports wise I was locked in. Like football, that summer going into my senior year, I was in camps every weekend. Stuff like that. Basketball. School was cool.
Do you think that playing sports is important? Do you think that that's something, or not necessarily sports, because not every kid is sports oriented. Some of them may be more musically inclined or whatever. But do you think having another outlet outside of academics is important? Do you think that's helpful in high school for kids?
I do personally. Playing sports helped me a lot with just everything. Like, cause like I know a lot of kids would be like earlier I said I hate school. When I say I hate school, I hate like the work of like actual academic schoolwork. But like school as a whole, like going to school, like I like school, like in that aspect, especially like junior, like freshman year was, I would just like that wasn't. I would just, yeah.
Trying to find yourself.
Not even that. I was just, it was like I was a little, and I went to a big high school my freshman year. I went to Lawrence North. So like, it was like, you just looking around and like you with older kids all the time. Just like, I was just doing stuff. Like I was just doing stuff. But then like by junior year, it was like, okay, I'm going to school. I'm playing football, basketball, track. So I knew people. I knew 150 kids from the football team. I knew the kids on the basketball team, and then I knew our track team was huge. So I knew probably another 100 from that. So I knew all them different groups of people, and I had good friends in all groups and everything. So then I met their friends. So like in high school, I knew a lot of people. Like a lot of people knew me. So I feel like sports help with that though. So like, I mean, from student section, like every sport for the most part, I was somewhere on the court or on the field. So like just being in the hallways, people saying what's up to you, like you just meeting people in class with people, they talking about the game, or then you can start talking to them about what they good at, stuff like that. Like I just feel like it's a conversation starter, for sure. I just personally feel like it just helps you just know more people. Like it's almost like networking in high school. Like you play this sport, okay, yeah, because some people's known for their sport. Like they'd be like, "Who you talking about? He plays soccer." "Oh yeah, I know who you talking about now." Like it's just like stuff like that. So it don't even got to be a sport though. Like if you do music, you know the whole band. That's friends right there that you're gonna have. So personally, I think doing something extra helps.
And because you are in those different things, I think it can make you a more well-rounded individual.
Yeah,
Because
I was around
there's
a whole bunch of different groups and personalities.
right, because certain people are in track. That's a different type of personality. I mean, there are some that overlap, but you're going to get a certain type of person in track. You're going to get a certain type of person who plays football and another one that plays, basketball. So, and then if you played an instrument too, you didn't in high school, but you did in middle school and elementary. So then that's a different type of person. So then you have it makes you well-rounded, where you can talk to a whole lot of different people from different backgrounds and things like that, where you're not just one dimensional. That's kind of what you're trying to say too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what would you tell your high school junior self? Did you finish that?
Probably just I'm trying to think. Like, does it have to be school related? I'd tell my high school junior self, leave girls alone.
Why?
Well, I ain't gonna say leave them alone, but like,
They're not as important as
yeah,
you think they are when you first get to high school or whatever.
like, yeah, that's gonna go into a whole nother convo. But like, junior years when I like transitioned from like, you know, I don't know how to explain it.
Being
They would
obsessed with
understand.
girls
No,
to
not that.
what?
Not that, but like, I don't know. Like beforehand, I guess kind of. Like it went from like girl to like, yeah, like I'll text her or I hang out with her here and there. But before it was like I gotta go do this, I gotta go do that. Like you thought it was like the end of the world if you missed your opportunity to hang out with a girl or something.
Yeah.
But like, I mean,
They'll
sound
be
bad
there,
too, 'cause I
basically.
never-
They'll be there.
Yeah, but like, I didn't really do that either. I was never. I don't know how to explain it. But I guess after junior year, it was kind of when it was like I was probably putting a lot more focus on girls than I needed to. I'll say that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where
Yeah.
after that, it was like, all right, yeah, they gonna be there, but like I gotta get my work done. I gotta do this.
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay. What are your career aspirations post college?
I kind of said that ain't been already.
Well, this is a different person asked this question. What are your career aspirations post college? And do you think that you want to work right afterwards or go to grad school?
I'm working. I just bit my lip. Working. Definitely working. I'm trying to get some money.
So you don't think you want to go to grad school?
I ain't got no reason to. I already know what I want to do.
A lot of people know what they want to do who go to grad school.
But I mean, I'm starting my own website and stuff. I don't need grad school for that. I could really do that right now. I just want to make sure I do it right when I do it.
So what are your career aspirations post college? Just make it clear to the people. Because you were like, well, football this, then I'll have my major. You kind of answered that, but you didn't really say what is your aspiration post college.
To start that music distributing business.
So you don't really want to do football after college?
I mean, I will, but
Or be in
I mean,
marketing?
that's like a,
You're
that
going to
is
school for
marketing.
marketing.
That is marketing. I gotta market the website.
Okay, so you just want, but you want to do the marketing on a entrepreneurial type
Yeah,
side versus going to a marketing company
yeah.
or whatever and working for a marketing department.
Yeah, football, I mean, like, football is kind of like, it's gonna be there. Like, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. So, I mean, like, besides that, I want to do that. But, like, football is like, that's like, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna, you guaranteed a spot in if you're gonna get it, basically, I guess.
So what makes you want to do the entrepreneurial side versus getting a job at a great company? What if a great company say, hey, we want to offer you this, we're going to pay to, you know, to move you here, and we'll put you up and, you know, give you this salary and give you this company car and this and that, you would just be like, no?
I'm gonna do that too. Run my website on the side.
Okay.
But right now, I ain't got that offer yet or nothing, so it's the website.
Okay. So what if you don't get that offer and you graduate from college, football did not come, NFL didn't come looking for you, and you want to do this website? How are you going to make money until that website get up and going?
Work a job, a marketing job somewhere.
Okay. He's still working out all the kinks, but we get it. Okay. Okay. Um and last question, guys. How do you feel about playing football again? And what are your likes and dislikes about your first job?
My first job.
Well, I think they're talking about the job you have right now. I don't think they really knew about your other quick jobs. But the job you have now.
Um,
So how do you feel about playing football again now that you...
I mean, I'm ready to play. Excited to get back on the field.
So you don't have no qualms about your arm getting hurt again, or you throwing it out of socket or nothing? Can you do like this? Can you go all the way around in a circle like this? Okay.
What was the second part of the question?
So how do you feel about playing football again, and what are your likes and dislikes about your job?
I like it because it's chill. Like, everybody in there really just chilling. Like, they getting their work done, but it's like, it's not like an environment where you like stressed. Like, everybody in there talk to each other. They'll be working while conversating normally and stuff like that. I normally don't talk to them. I be in the office by myself, chilling.
So the
But, like,
autonomy, you have the autonomy. That means you don't have like this manager who is micromanaging you, standing over your shoulder, checking everything, telling you this, telling you that. You kind of have autonomy. They tell you kind of what to do, put you to yourself, and you can kind of get it done, and you know, do it at your
yeah. Like, I'll be in the office.
pace.
I'll go in there and I won't talk to nobody the rest of the day if I don't want to, for real. Like, it's easy in that way. Like, you can just go in there and do what you gotta do. Dislikes, I ain't really got no dislikes, honestly. I mean, I'll just go in there and do what I gotta do and leave, honestly. I mean, I ain't really had no problems.
So okay.
And then some days like today, I could go leave with Ray and go be with the other people.
So so explain to them what you don't have to say the name of the company, but what the company does. so they understand how you can just leave and go with somebody.
Basically, we are caregivers for special needs individuals, basically. So, like,
So
they have houses and things like that, and there's people that'll like watch them and like supervise them, like they work for the company. It's like ice cream parlors that they can work at to make money that are owned by the company, and things like that. But I work in the business office. But I got like a friend. He's my teammate, and he's actually one of my roommates that's living in the house with me. I've known him forever. But he works there too. But he like actually watches the people. So it's like the individuals and things. So like
or take
some
them on
days-
field trips. Or
yeah,
whatever.
it's like an adventure academy. So they'll go like bowling one day, or you just hang out with one person like for a certain day, or a few people. So like today, for instance, it's a dude that he cool. I ain't gonna say his name on here, but
No.
I was, but he knew us from, he knew me and Ray from like crossing paths with us. Like he's worked somewhere where we've been at before, and then we kind of seen him there. I was like, what? So he likes Ray to work with him, because he kind of already didn't really know Ray, but like he's seen Ray around, so he liked that. And then he knew me kind of the same way, so we was with him one day, and then since then he, like if he's trying to go do an event or something, he'll ask for us to come. So like today I was in the office, but he asked for me to come, and my boss was cool. She was like, all right, go ahead. So like I can do, but it's technically still working though, because like we went and took him like bowling and like stuff like that, like, so we were still technically working. It was just an easier day. So yeah.
Okay. So so your likes is that it's pretty laid back, basically laid back atmosphere. Everybody works, get their work done, not stressful, and there's no dislikes.
Not right now.
Not right now. That's good. So your like ain't the money,
I mean, yeah, that
making
too.
some money.
And that too. But
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, one person asked me a question. I only got one question. I wasn't going to put it in here, but I guess I will, because I don't want them to think I asked you a question you didn't answer. So the question for me was, what is the one thing that stressed me out the most about AJ first going to college? And I thought about this and thought about this and thought about this, and I cannot come up with one thing. Everything stressed me out about AJ going off to college. And I think that is just because he is my only child. And he was going off to football camp where we weren't going to be able to talk to him. So I wasn't able to know like right away if things were going good or going bad, or if he's hurt or whatever. So that was kind of stressful to me as a mom. Just kind of felt like I just threw him out there, and then I was not able to be in contact to make sure that everything was okay. But of course everything was, as y'all can see. And everything works out for the best. So we just turned it over to God, and I just prayed. But that was kind of stressful for me. Another thing that was kind of stressful for me was the fact that he was going to be in a dorm full of boys/men. Excuse me. And if you are a mom of boys, and even if you're not, if you've just been around boys, you know how they can be. You know they can be rough, and they don't know their own strength, and they think everything is a joke, and they like to play and wrestle and just do stuff that girls don't do. Just stuff where they can hurt each other because they don't know their own strength. And all this kind of stuff. So then that was something that I was worried about too. And not that AJ can't handle himself. He can. He's a black belt in karate. I don't know how much he remembers, but he's a black belt in karate. And he's a football player and everything. So he can handle himself, but just not knowing what kind of people were going to be in that dorm and what kind of craziness they were going to be trying to do. So that was something. And then just making sure that he was going to be able to handle, the sports and the academics, if he would be able to juggle it well. Because he has, as he stated, started out kind of bad in freshman, and so he struggled a little bit in high school. And so that was another thing that kind of stressed me out. So it wasn't one thing, it was like a myriad of things. But again, I just prayed every night for him and asked him to call me when he could. So he may call at 11:30 at night and can only talk to me for 2 seconds, but at least I heard his voice. And so that helped. I don't know if the person that asked this has someone going off to college or not, but if you do, I would just say to remember what you instilled in your child and that they will rise to the occasion. I'll just say that they will rise to the occasion. If you have given them that foundation and you did your best as a parent, even though when we think our kids aren't listening to us and it's going in one ear and out the other, when they are away from you, I truly believe that they do remember the things that we have shared with them and instilled with them. Does that mean they won't make mistakes? No, it doesn't. But I think that they will definitely remember and hear that the mom's voice, the dad's voice in their ear of things to do, not to do, if they're in a certain situation, how to get out of that situation, stuff like that. So just believe in what you have taught them is what I would say. And just continue to pray for them and keep that line of communication open, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. The stress will soon go away. It will soon go away, but it's hard in the beginning, especially if it's your only one. Sometimes I think it's easier for people who have multiple kids because they have those other kids still at home to keep worrying about that. They don't really have a lot of time to be trying to worry about the one that's gone. But when it's your only one and that house is quiet, or it's your last one and that house is quiet and they're not at your fingertips, yeah, it can get stressful, but we all right. He made it through. I made it through. And I'm looking at him and can't believe he's going to be a junior in college. It seemed like it was just yesterday I was doing an open house for high school. But yeah, I'm proud of him. So that's it, guys. That's it. All the questions. Hopefully we answered all of them. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this Q&A mukbang with AJ and I. And yeah, if there is something that you want to know that we didn't answer, maybe we can do another one of these, later on. Jot your questions down below. And who knows, maybe next time we can go live, and that way you guys can throw some questions live at him. But yeah, anything else you want to say, buddy?
Nope.